Hey, Danny Thompson here with a 2017 report on Challenger 2 and what's happening. So our plan was to retire this car after the 2016 FIA event. Well, we had an incident there. We didn't get the job done that we were hoping to, and we really felt, we being the team, we really felt that we left a lot on the table. So the plan is now to run in 2017, and we'll run Speed Week, and we'll run the FIA Mike Cook shootout. So what happened in 2016 at the FIA event? Well, the car was hooked up. We were running 415 miles an hour at the 4 1/4, the trap start for the FIA meet at the 5. So we had the record in sight, but we had an incident and we didn't get to the other end. What we came to the conclusion of what happened, the drive shaft broke. The cross and the U-joint broke. When the drive shaft came out, it took the tire out. It did a whole lot of damage to the car, and it was a heck of a ride, but we survived it. And anyway, so now we're going back. So here's Challenger. The front end of it is off right now. Normally this is where the front tire would sit. My wife Valerie and I have been taking it apart a little bit at a time. Basically the front of the car is all pretty good. This stuff's all apart, of course, being gone through and everything. Front engine's good. All of this stuff's good in here. You notice this right here, 400 mile an hour chapter. We're pretty proud of that. Back when we finally get to the engine's out right now. It's down at Richard Catton's RC Performance, and Richard and Craig Johnson and Rich Kurtz are going through this engine, everything, make sure it's all right. It shook so hard when the tire came apart after the drive shaft took it out, it actually blew the magneto caps and everything right off of it. So this engine's out, clutches are out, transmission's out, and rear end's out, drive shaft. So all of the problem came from this area right here. So when the drive shaft broke, it came up, it shoved the yokes into the transmission, it pulled the snout of the rear end down, the drive shaft came out, took the tire out, car got real sideways, the drive shaft actually came out, came back in here and broke all this stuff out of the frame rail, which is the air jack system, and then the drive shaft came out again, came back in right here, and you can see right here all this tin sheet metal and everything's all tore up. And then it came in, it took the breather tank out, and then the drive shaft came out again and was about a 1/4 mile away where they found it. We took about 8 body panels out, so there's a severe amount of damage. Transmission, rear end, drive shaft, all sorts of stuff. So anyway, we're upgrading all that stuff. We're going from a 1350 joint to a 1480 joints, going all the way into Mar-Aging 300M for the material, so we're upgrading all of that. So 2017 plan, get everything ready, go to the Speed Week, hopefully bump that 406.769 record up, which by the way we're really, really proud of, but we'd like to bump that thing up faster. Get ready, use that as a test, get ready for the FIA Cook shootout in September. The record in our class is 414 miles an hour. Of course, that's our goal. But our ultimate goal is to be the world's fastest piston car. George Poteet and Biggie and that group hold that record right now. That group is really, really strong. They set the standard really high, but that's where we want to go. We want to go for that record, which means we'd have to go about 445 miles an hour to get that record. That's our goal. That's our 2017 plan. Come along for the ride. See you on the salt.